What if 2026 is the year you and your partner finally take that unforgettable romantic trip? Whether it's a honeymoon anniversary or just a much-needed escape, these destinations will make you fall in love all over again. Stay till number one. It's one of the most magical places on earth. If you've ever dreamed of a place where love feels effortless, number one is calling your name. Today I'll share 5 romantic getaways, perfect for couples with safe, unforgettable options, practical notes for African travelers. Why should couples prioritize travel? Because memories weave a story only you two can tell. Shared sunrises, whispered jokes on long drives. I'll cover the romantic highlights, the best seasons to visit, budget ideas and quick visa tips, so your plans go from daydream to passport stamp. Cinematic shots, soft music and warm scenes ahead. So stay with me. Dubai is a modern love story. Think luxury desert dinners beneath starlit skies, private yacht cruises across pristine waters, sky-high restaurants with views that steal your breath. I picture us stepping out of a sleek hotel, warm air on our faces, and a skyline that feels like a promise. The city mixes high glamour with wide-open desert romance. The contrast is intoxicating. Best visited in November through March, when the days are gentle and evenings invite long, lingering walks. For couples, that means cozy outdoor dinners without the heat. It means sunset desert safaris where you can sip tea and feel like the last 2 people on Earth. There's an intimacy to a dune campsite under a vault of stars that no city can ever replicate. Budget-wise, Dubai caters to every kind of romance. You could splurge on a suite with a private butler and Michelin meals, or find a beautiful 4-star with curated experiences that still feel special and intimate. I love that flexibility. You choose the level of indulgence you want and create moments that match. Visa. Generally easy or visa on arrival for many African nationals, but always check the specifics for your country. Practicalities aside, Dubai's safety and infrastructure mean couples can focus on each other, not logistics. Santorini is the postcard of romance. Whitewashed cliffs, blue-domed sunsets, intimate cliffside hotels that make every moment feel like a photograph. When I think of couples in Santorini, I see 2 silhouettes against a perfect horizon, glasses raised to a sky that seems to approve of love. Best times are April through June, September through October, when the crowds are gentler and the light is golden in that soft, flattering way. Quieter terraces, cooler walks, more space to simply be with one another. It's the kind of place where time stretches just enough for conversations to go deep. Budget. You can choose a luxury boutique villa carved into the cliffs, a charming mid-range guest house with a view that steals your breath for far less. Even modest rooms turn cinematic when the caldera is your living room backdrop. Visa. Schengen rules apply, so plan ahead and make sure your documents are in order. Short ferry, flight from Athens, a world where the rhythm of the day is set by light and sea. Venice is timeless romance. Gondola rides through historic canals, cozy cafes, winding alleys that whisper stories. There's an old-world hush to the city. Every rooftop bridge courtyard feel like a secret kept just for 2. Best, April, June, September, October, to avoid peak crowds and enjoy pleasant weather. Those shoulder seasons give you gentle sunlight, manageable lines, enjoy a slow breakfast, lose yourself together in narrow lanes. Budget. Choose luxury hotels in palatial buildings with river views or charming mid-range inns tucked into quieter sestieri. Either way, the city's enchantment is egalitarian. Romance is found in a shared gelato or an elegant dinner beside flickering candles. The Maldives is privacy perfected. Overwater villas, private beaches, candlelit dinners on the sand create an intimate paradise. When you arrive, the ocean seems to hush everything else. All that remains is you, the sea, and a sky that goes on forever. Best. November, April. Dry weather, calm seas, sunsets that melt into the horizon. Glassy waters for snorkeling, perfect light for long photographs. Evenings that beg for barefoot walks along the shore. Budget. The Maldives is known for high-end seclusion, but there are also guesthouse islands where you can experience local charm and value. Generally visa on arrival for many nationalities, but verify in advance. Practicalities aside, once you step onto a private deck and peer into turquoise water, everything else fades into the background. Paris is the legend of love, the Eiffel Tower sparkling at night, river cruises along the Seine, cobbled streets made for hand-in-hand strolls. There's a familiarity to Parisian romance that still feels fresh each visit. Best April to June, best September to October, pleasant weather and a gentle rhythm to the city. Picnic in parks, sip coffee on terraces, move between museums without crushing heat or crowds. Budget, luxury boutique hotels and Michelin dining budget. Mid-range Parisian hotels and bistros. Even a simple croissant shared on a bench can feel cinematic. Visa, Schengen, sort paperwork ahead. Once you're there, walking becomes your currency. Stroll across bridges, stop at a riverside bar, let the city's small surprises unfold. Recap, here are the top 5 again. 1. Dubai. 2. Santorini. 3. Venice. 4. Maldives. 5. Paris. Each place brings its own kind of magic, desert glamour, caldera sunsets, timeless canals, private atolls, Parisian legend. Tag your partner. Would you honeymoon here? Which destination would you choose? Comment heart if you love traveling as a couple. I hope this list nudges you to prioritize the one thing that matters most: shared memories. Travel together to discover new facets of each other. Laugh at small mishaps. If you enjoyed this, subscribe for more. We're planning a video next. Top visa-free romantic destinations for Africans. Remember, travel isn't just a trip. It's a choice to grow together. Travel together, grow together, love deeper. I want to take you on a dreamy ride. Sunset skies, quiet dinners, those moments that feel like they were written just for the two of you. If you've ever dreamed of a place where love feels effortless, number 1 is calling your name. Soft music and warm scenes ahead. So stay with me. If you've ever dreamed of a place where love feels effortless, number 1 is calling your name. Ja, Visa Schengen. Plan ahead and make sure your paperwork is ready. Once you're there, your itinerary can be as simple or elaborate as you want. A gondola at twilight, a concert in an ancient church, or strolling until you find that perfect tucked-away trattoria. Propose beside an ancient bridge as a gondolier hums a tune, or savor a candlelit dinner with water lapping softly nearby. Venice has an intimacy of scale. It invites quiet gestures and faces the sea while staying tucked into its historic heart. Beyond the glitz, there are quieter corners, art districts, serene beach clubs, and little cafes where you can tuck into conversation. Spend a morning at a spa, an afternoon exploring souks, and an evening on a desert dune. If you're coming from Africa, flights are frequent and connecting, and many airlines cater to comfortable schedules. That accessibility makes Dubai a smart and seductive pick for couples looking for a relatively short trip with maximal wow factor. It's glam, it's safe, and it's unapologetically romantic. The perfect setting for the kind of love story that deserves a soundtrack. Sail on private boats around the volcanic isles, find hidden coves for a quiet swim, dine where the food tastes of sun, salt, and olive oil, watch the world fade into gold as the sun slips below the horizon. That sunset is an event, and you'll want front row seats, stone steps, tiny shops, cafes that seem to exist for whispers and laughter. Proposals here almost feel inevitable. Book a room with a private terrace, wake up to sea-scented mornings, and end each day with a slow dinner under the stars. Ideal for honeymoons and private proposals, the Maldives invites slow mornings, spa afternoons, and dinners arranged on the sand with a soundtrack of waves. The overwater villa with a glass floor feels both silly and profound. You watch fish and fall deeper in love. Couples can snorkel together among vibrant reefs, take seaplane rides over atolls, or simply float in a pool that seems to merge with the sea. The isolation is restorative. It's deliberately designed to cocoon you, to slow time, and to let romance take center stage. Tag your partner. Would you honeymoon here? Which destination would you choose? Comment hard if you love traveling as a couple. Travel together to discover new facets of each other, laugh at small mishaps, and collect moments you'll retell again and again. If you've ever dreamed of a place where love feels effortless, number one is calling your name. Propose beneath the glittering Eiffel, find a quiet moment in a narrow Latin Quarter cafe where time slows. Plan a walk and discover 1,000 tiny moments. Take a sunset Seine cruise, window shop along boulevards, end the night with jazz and wine in a tucked-away club. The city's energy is elegant, thoughtful, and deeply sensual, like a slow dance. Late dinners, gallery visits, mornings exploring neighborhoods. The architecture, the food, the light conspire to make your trip feel important. If you want legendary romance with endless layers to explore, Paris will reward you. It's familiar, refined, and endlessly generous to couples who want to write new pages in their story.